I said to myself...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 47th Annual Redlands Theatre Festival. Before tonight's presentation, please turn off all cell phones and refrain from smoking during the show. Thank you for attending. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Feet apart, hands at chest, palms down, elbows shoulder level. Ready, snap and fling. Snap the elbows back, fling the arms wide. Snap the elbows back, fling wide, double. Snap back, fling out, snap back, fling out, snap back, fling out. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 3. Run and jumps in place. Run in place 16 times. Jump in place 3 times. First apart, then together.
Hippolyta, 4 days brings in another moon. And oh, methinks how slow this moon doth wane. It lingers my desires like a step-dame or a dowager long lingering out a young man revenue.
Oh, 4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, one of pomp, of triumph, and of reveling.
Oh, yes!
Happy be Theseus, how renowned too.
Yes, what news with thee, Religious?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, mine
advised, to you your mother should be as a goddess, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you should be as a form in wax, by her imprinted, and within her power to either leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In his own, yes, but in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other should be the worthier.
I would my mother looked, but with mine eyes.
Rather, you should with your mother's judgment look.
Do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts, but I do beseech that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I do refuse to wed Demetrius.
Why, either loss of birthright or to endure forever the society of men. So question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether, yielding not to your mother's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happier is the rose distilled than that which lingers on the virgin vine and lives, grows, and dies in a single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. By the next new moon, the seeming day betwixt my love and myself, for bond of everlasting fellowship. Upon that day, either be prepared to live in dearth, or to marry Demetrius as your mother would, or to die on Diana's altar for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
Your ever mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermias. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love. And all that is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her, I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lady, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
Oh, I do confess I heard as much, and thought Demetrius was spoken thereof, but my mind being full of self-affairs, they did lose it. But come, Aegis and Demetrius, I have private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your whims to your mother's choices. Come. What cheer, Demetrius, back.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there can fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I may well detain them from the tempest of my eyes.
Hide me. Not that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross! So high to be enthralled, too low.
or else misgrafted in respective years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged, too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were a sympathy in choice, or death or sickness could lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream. The jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick bright things come to confusion.
Then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From New York is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp man at nightlaw cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's lodge tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the lodge, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by all the vows ever men have broken, number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me tomorrow. Surely shall I meet with thee.
Keep promise thou. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. With the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be to you translated. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, and yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hates me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Oh, that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face tomorrow. Lysander and myself will fly from this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through lodgings' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the woods where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from New York turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, and pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. My good Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia.
Oh.
Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius, don't on you.
How happy some or other some can be. And through New York I'm not as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all, but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. Therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind many judgment taste, wings, and no eyes figure on he hates. Therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he's so often beguiled as waggish boys and game themselves forswear. So the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia fell, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and into the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. For this intelligence, if I have thanks, it's a dear expense. For herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
touch it.
Is all our company here?
Yes, you were best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of everyone's name fit through all New York to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, Anne Mary. Now call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call ye. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
We'll ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, I'll do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles grandly, or a part to tear a cat in to make all split. The raging, sensitive races shall break the loss of prince and peace, and we, the star, shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates! Very good. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of your players.
Francis.
This is Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein.
Francis
A
Flute.
lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight.
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faye, let me not play a woman. I have a beer coming.
Oh, that's old one. You shall play it in a mask, and you will speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face? Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Bisney! Bisney! Oh, Pyramus! My love, dear! Bisney, dear! Thy lady, dear!
Oh, no, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor,
Here, Peter Quince.
you shall play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker,
Yeah, Peter Quince.
you, Pyramus's father, myself, Thisbe's father, and Snout the joiner, you, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? And pray you, if it be given me, this little study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's part good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Oh, I grant you, friends, that if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as any sucking dove. I will roar you as any for any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus.
No!
For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, what do you think? Cameraman, should I play him?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll go off what cameraman says. I'll learn to take it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come then by tomorrow night and meet me in the resort wood, a mile without the lodge, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we meet in the resort, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of properties such as our play wants. I pray ye, fail me not.
We will meet and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageous.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Go, you chicken fats! Go! Come on!
I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, O honest spirits, all be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here, anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she, her horse, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. So now they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn huts and hide them there.
Either I mistake their shape and make them quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the villagey? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet buck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bun, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh. Singing their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, was that you
ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon. Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest steppes India. With that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded and you've come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since middle summer spring let we in hill, dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continent. And therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Hind's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wanton liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. It is the same progeny of evils that comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it, then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have lapped to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, would she, pretty and swimming gait, following her wound enrich with my young squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood and then you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. But if you will patiently dance in our rounds, and see our moonlight revels, what is this? If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way, thou shalt not from this grove till I torment this for its injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. And a certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shafts quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower. Fetch me that flower. The herb I shewed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid, will make, or man or woman, madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes, and the next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I do take this charm from off her side, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander, fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen under this wood, and here am I, enwalled within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Oh, but yet you draw not iron from my heart. It is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, or I cannot love you?
Even for that, do I love you the more, Demetrius? I am your spaniel. The more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Abuse me, but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on
Then
thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you. In my respect are all the world. And how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not so hard as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Follow fly the down beholds the chase.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field. You do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrong set a scandal on my sentence. We cannot fight for love. As men may do, we should be wooed. And we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee. Make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fairly well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and a nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine, and there sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Manhattanite lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. But do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Manhattanite garments he hath on, affecting with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a fairy song. Sing me down to sleep. Then to your offices and let me rest.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me when I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars faded, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me.
Hence away, now all is well.
What aloof, so sad set to look.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it on ounce, or cat, or bear, part, or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye, when thou wakest, that shall appear it is thy love. Wake, some vile thing is
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. You speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest this earlier, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so nice, Sander, find you out of bed, for I, upon this fame, shall rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trove.
Nay, good life, Sander. For my sake, my dear, life or the rock yet do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side, no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Oh, Lysander riddles very pretty. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to save Lysander life, but gentle friend for love and courtesy. My further off yet in human modesty. Such separation may as well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid, so far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life ends.
Amen, amen. That fair prayer, say I. Here's my bed. Sleep, give me all this rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Oh.
Through the forest I have gone, but Manhattanite found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of New York he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Manhattanite maid. And hear the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. She dare not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own. When thou awakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake, but when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
Do not haunt me thus! Do not follow me hence, and do not haunt me thus!
What, darkling, leave me, do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright, not with salt tears? If so, mine are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Who is here? Lysander? On the ground, dead? Or asleep? See no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so, Lord. Though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent, if not Hermia, the Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier babe.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I never did, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do it in such disdainful manner me to woo, but fare ye well. Of course, I must confess, I thought you a lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another, therefore be abused!
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. For as the heresies that men do leave are hated most of those they did deceive, so thou, my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor him and be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my grasp! I mean, for pity, what a dream was here! Oh, Lysander! Hearing gone, no sound, no word. Alack, will! Speak! And if you speak, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No! And I will perceive you are not all nigh. Either death, or you I will find immediately.
Again I'm paying swearing by the there's old weeds running out of my own. Have to do it. Just get there,
Goodness!
Are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince?
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By our Lincoln, a barreless fear!
I believe we should leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and let the prologue answer more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
All right. So let it be written in 2 more, let it be written in 8 and 8. Even better.
Will not your ladies be afeard of the boy?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful, wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore another prologue must tell he is not lion.
Nay,
No.
half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through saying thus, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble my life or yours. For if you think I come hither as lion, it were pity on my life. No! I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name plainly and tell them he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. One is to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, you don't meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine the night we play? Our play?
Calendar, look to the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Aye, it does shine that night.
Why then may we leave a casement of the great ballroom window open and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say they come to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring it up! Wall? Oh, what say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him. And let him hold his fingers thus. And through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come sit down, my son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that grate, and so everyone according to their cue.
What homespun have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play tour? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, this be stand forth.
This be thy flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, thy dearest Thisbe dear. But hark a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I start now?
Aye, very must you. For you must understand that he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile, and eek, most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus' tomb, man. You must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire.
Woo! As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Playmasters! Flymasters! Help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hog, hound, bear, fire in every turn.
To make me afeard? This is to make an ass of me? To fright me if they could, but I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, and I will show them I am not afraid. Mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. A kiddly-divey-do, wouldn't you? Oh, mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. A kiddly-divey-do, wouldn't you?
What? Angel, wake me from my flowery bed.
If the words sound clear and funny to your ear, a little less jumbled and jivey, sing mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. Oh, mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. A kiddly-divey-do, wouldn't you? Oh, mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. a kiddly-divey-do, wouldn't you?
Oh, I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. Oh, the force that move me. Earth view to say, to swear. Oh, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, love and reason keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbor will not make them friends.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Nay, not so. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Oh, out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common wind. Summer still doth tend upon my sleep. And I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee and fetch thee jewels from the deep. Oh, and sing to you while on pressed flowers doth sleep. Oh, I will purge thy mortal grossness so that shalt like an airy spirit go. Oh, peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed, fate, and I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman.
Oh, I cry, your worship's mercy, I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. Oh, I shall desire you more acquaintance, too, good Master Peascod. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant like Oxbeat hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. Oh, I promise you and your kindred had made my eyes water ere now. I should desire you more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, what it was that next came in her eye that she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon the Catskill stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in their sport forsook his scene and entered in a break when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fix it on his head, and on his Thisbe must be answered. And forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that creeping fowler eye sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. And at our step, here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and help from Athens calls. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When, at this moment, so it came to pass, Titania awaked, and straightway loved an ass.
These fools are better than I could devise! But hast thou yet left the Manhattanites eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Manhattanite woman by his side, that when he wakes of force, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Manhattanite.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use these words. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse, that thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being over shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun were not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping her, yet cannot be, but thou hast murdered him! Oh, so should a murderer look so dead, so grand!
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet, you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, for once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him in his sleep? Oh, great touch!
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
Tell me then that he is well!
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
Pleasure, never to see me more.
Oh!
And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay. And for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. That thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fate or rules, that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena of New York look thou find. Of fancy sick and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
Oh, then fate or I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow of the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus in the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's speed. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand close, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should move in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth.
Oh, devilish holy fray, these bells are Hermias! Will you give her o'er?
Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her orb?
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not.
Oh, Helena.
Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou hold'st up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? Oh, you both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. It's Trimex, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. Oh, none of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know, and here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do until my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart's to her, but as guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is it home returned. There to remain!
It is not so, Helen.
Despair is not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou buy it dear. Ah, look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy ear.
Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, not my ear. I take it, brought me to thyself. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could wrest Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more in guilts than I than all yon fiery oaths of eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
Speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now, I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot? All school days' friendship, childhood innocence, we, Hermia, like two artificial gods, two lovely berries molded on one stem and so in two seeming bodies, in one heart. Two of the first, like coats and heraldry, due but to one and crowned with one crest. Will you rent our ancient love asunder and join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, make chiding for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Yes, no, I don't,
Goddess, nymph.
No, did you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face and set your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, fine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit, make sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest out. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you've any pity, grace, or manners, make me such an argument. But very well. It is partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
No, Excellency! Please do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend all of this?
Away, you Ethiop.
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird. Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
What change is this, sweet love? Why are you grown so rude?
My love, out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left. Why then you left me? God's forbid in earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain 'tis no jest, 'tis nothing truer, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You canker blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come in the night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine! Faith, have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What would you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Huh. Aye. Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can't reach into my nose!
You mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed, I have no gift at all in foolishness. I'm a right maid for my cowardice, let her not strike me. You may perhaps think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower her, but
But Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever more than love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsel, never gone to Demetrius, I told him of yourself unto this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him, but he had chid me hence and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go, I will bear my folly back to New York and follow you no more. Let me go! You see how simple and how fond I am?
Why, get you gone! Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm me.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little. Again. Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flog me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering nutgrass maid, you bead, you acorn!
You are too officious in her part that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest. Try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all of this coil is long ago. Go not back! I no longer trust you. I no longer see in your crew's company. Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say. Oh.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you say I should know the man by the Manhattanite garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed a Manhattanite's eyes. And so far am I glad it so did sort for this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, the starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray that one not come within the other's way. Like to Lysander, sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, then sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath the virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Then back to New York shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there sweep home to churchyards damned spirits all. They willfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
We are spirits of another sort.
Oh.
But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to play the ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars?
Yea!
Telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars?
Art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
Oh, he goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster he did fly. The fallen am I in the dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle dame, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward, why comest thou not?
Thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face.
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Well, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! Abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may to New York by daylight. These that my poor company detest, and sleep sleep. It sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet to 3, come one more, 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, ever so low, bedabbled with the dew and torn with the briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here shall I rest me to the break of day. Heaven's shield lies under.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every mare shall have his own. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Like I do.
Sit thee down upon this flowery bed. While I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Here?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Have care the honey bag break not, monsieur. I would be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag, senor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Where's Monsieur Peas? Yeah, Mustard Seed, that's the one.
Ready?
No! Hey! Give me your leaf, Monsieur Mustard Seed.
What's your will?
Nothing but to help Caverly Cobweb to scratch.
Oh.
I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. For I am such a tender ass that if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my son?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I could munch on your good dry oats. Oh, methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay hath no fellow.
Oh, I have a venturous fairy who will seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or 2 dried peas. Oh, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, entwist the female ivy soul, and rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee. How I dote on thee.
Ooh.
Welcome, good Robin. Thou seest this sweet sight. Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child.
which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eye. And gentle pup, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Manhattanite swain, that he waking when the other do will all to the lodge back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. See as thou was wont to see, be as thou was wont to be. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Ah! How did these things come to pass? How I loathe his visage now.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound! Music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight festively dance at Duke Theseus's lodge triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. And there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my queen. In silence sad trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Oh, come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
You will hear the song of the birds. Uncouple the western valley and let them go. Then will my queens to the mountain's top and mark the music song confusion and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when in a wood of Crete they bathed the bear with birds of Sparta. Never did I hear so musical a discord. Such sweet thunder.
These birds are bred of the Spartan kind, slow to pursue, but matched in song like bells, each under each. A song more tunable was never cheered nor hollered with trumpets. Neither in Crete or Sparta nor at Thessaly. Judge for yourself. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, there is my daughter there asleep. And this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena, old Nada's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intention, came to grace in our solemnity. But speak, Aegis, is this not the day that Hermia give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Well then, let's wake them with our calls. Arise, fair lovers! St. Valentine is past. You getting these woodbirds to couple now? Pardon, my lord. I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this concord in the world? How can hate sleep so close to jealousy? How can hate fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half asleep, half waking. But as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly will I speak. And now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from New York, where we might, without the peril of the Manhattanite mob.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough! I beg the law upon his head! They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent, that she should be your wife!
My lord, fair Helen told me of this, their purpose, of their stealth, hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Lovers, you are fairly met. Of this discourse we will more here anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will. For in the chapel, these lovers with us will be eternally knit. Come to the chapel, 3 by 3. We'll hold a ball in great festivity. Come, my Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Thinks I see with the parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found my Demetrius. Like a jewel. Mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Nay, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
He did bid us follow him to the chapel.
Why then we are awake. Let us follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. Oh, my next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince! Flute! Bellows Mender! Snout! The Tinker! God's my life. Stolen hence, and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. That's the wit of man to say what my dream was. Man is but an ass if he were to go about to expound this dream. He thought I was. There is no man that can tell what. No. We thought I was. We thought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I shall get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play, before the Duke. For adventure, to make it the more gracious. I shall sing it at her death.
to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all New York able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in the Catskills.
Aye, and the best person too. He's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Duke, Master, the Duke is coming from the temple. 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. Had our sport gone forward, we'd all made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost $6 a day during his life. He could not have escaped $6 a day. The Duke not given him $6 a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. $6 a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
This courageous day almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not, for if I tell you, I am no true mountain man.
Oh, let us hear, sweet Bottom.
I will tell you everything right as it fell out, but all I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. We will meet presently at the palace, every man and woman look o'er his part. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred. Let Nisbe have new linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang as the lion's claws. Whoa. And most dear actors, eat no onions, nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I have no doubt but to hear them say that it's a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go, away.
Strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have this seething brains, which apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehend.
Oh, but all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancies of it is engrossed in something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Oh, here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait on your royal watch.
You're bored. You're bed.
But come now, what mass shall we have? What dances? I mean, how shall we toil away this endless age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? If not with some revelry, is there no play? How shall we beguile this lazy time?
Friend Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mass? What music? How will we beguile this time if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are right? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Eunuch in the... Oh, well, none of that. Of that I have told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. That is an old one. And we heard that when last I came from Thebes the Conqueror. Mourning the death of Learn. This is not for a nuptial ceremony. Tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. Put wondrous strange snow on hot ice. How shall we find the discord and the concord in this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my noble lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there's not one word of one play of fitted. Oh, and tragical, my noble lord, it is for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, more merry tears, a passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in lodgings here, which never labored in their mind till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing. Nothing in the world unless you can find sport in their intents.
I will hear this play. For nothing can be amiss if simpleness and duty render it. Go, bring them in. And ladies, take your places.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
My sweet love, you should see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing in this kind.
Then the kinder we to thank them for doing nothing. Our sport will be to take what they mistake, and what simple duty cannot do, noble respect takes in might, not merit.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we do not come in despite. Our true intent is all for your delight. We do not come as minding to contest you. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all you are like to know.
This man doth not stand on board. He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. Good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled her mantle, she did fall. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
The lion beats the speed.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may with many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall. And as such a wall, as I would have you think, there be in it a cranny hole, or chink, through which our lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this, the cranny is, right and sinister, through which our fearful lovers are whispered.
You desire Lyman here to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Oh, Pyramus approaches the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night which ever arts when day is not! Oh, night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot! And thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, and thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy cheek so I may blink through with thine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see! O wicked wall from whom I see no bliss! Curse me thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the cheek. You will see, it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes. I see a voice. Now will I to the cheek to spy on my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art! My love I think!
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill!
Not Shaphalus to Prochorus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Prochorus I to you!
Oh! Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall!
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Needs to meet me straight away?
Time life, time death! I come without delay! Oh!
And thus, my part discharged so, and being done, wall doth away go.
Now is the bureau down between two neighbors.
Well, no remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best of this are but shadows, and the worst are no worse of imagination of men.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
We think no less of them than they of themselves, and they will pass for excellent men. Oh, you come two noble creatures, a woman and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth rule. For know that I once snugged the joiner am, a lion's fell, nor else no lion's damned. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Very gentle creature of a good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
Lion is very fox for his valor. True, and goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Surely, his discretion cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. But it is well, leave it to his discretion. Let's listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the haughty moon present.
Hornet.
She should wear the horns on her head.
She is no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present, and myself, the man, I, the moon, do seem to...
In the moon? Not in the moon?
What? This is the greatest error than all the rest. Well, the woman should be placed in the lanthorn. How else is the man in the moon?
She dares not come there for the candle, for you see, it is already in snuff.
I grow weary of this moon. What she would change?
By the simple light of discretion, we are to think she is in wane, but in all courtesy and all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is this lanthorn, the moon. Myself, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence. Oh, here comes Thisbe.
This must be Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lad.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown moon. True moon shines in the good grave.
Well mouse liar.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, glorious, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, respite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? No! How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! Oh, fates, come, come, cut thread and drum! Oh, dainty duck, oh dear!
It's passion and the death of a dear friend would go so near to make a man sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore nature didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that light, that looked with cheer. Oh, out sword and wound, the path of Pyramus, aye, the left path where heart doth hop, thus die I, thus, oh, thus, oh, thus, oh. Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky, tongue lose thy moon, take thy flight, now die, 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 die.
No.
Die!
No die, my lord, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might recover and prove an ass.
Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
Well, she'll find him by starlight. Here she comes. Her passion ends this play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A mote will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrants us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him with those sweet eyes.
And thus he means.
Woo! Asleep, my love.
I don't.
What? Dead, dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers that moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, for you hem sure with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come, trusty sword, come lay my breast in rue. And farewell, friends, thus is the end. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Lion and Moonlight are left to bear the dead.
I am all too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down their parts at their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue or to hear a bergamot dance between two of our company?
No epilogue for it. You play leave no excuse for when all the players are dead. No one needs to be blamed. If he had wrote it, played Pyramus, and hung himself with Thisbe's garter, that would be a fine tragedy. And so it is. Very notably discharged. But let's hear your burgomask. Leave your epilogue.
Maestro! Maestro! Woo! hungry lion roars, and the wolf beholds the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
through the house, give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the mark of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, nor scar, nor hair lip, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity shall upon their children be.
Shall upon their children be.
Each several chamber bless, and each several chamber bless through the and each several chamber bless. Huh? Oh, and each several chamber bless. And each several chamber bless. I don't know, and it's hard to improv Shakespeare. And each several chamber bless. I don't know.
Just skip to whatever you know.
Yeah, I gotta get these lines. What's that? Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks for behind the curtain direction. And each several chamber bless. Blah blah blah. I have no idea. Trip away, make no stay, hurry, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin will restore amends.